Hey, this is Doug Smith. I am DHS broker owner, and today we're finishing up our 5-part series on working with a builder. Today I have a closing at 10 a.m. on a pre-owned, but a lot of things are similar on a pre-owned that there are on a builder. For instance, I'm going to be headed over there at 9 a.m. to do a walkthrough, make sure the home is still standing, check out the house, and then the buyers will follow me to the title company. Once we get to the title company, the title closer will ask for the license of the buyer. Once they get the license, they will go make a copy. They'll usher you into a room. I always ask where they want me to sit. And then they'll come in with about a stack and a half of papers, about an inch and a half thick. These are documents that the buyer will sign. Two of the main documents are going to be the note, which is the agreement to pay. It's a promise to pay. It's going to have the interest rate, the first mortgage, the last mortgage, the principal and interest, and then they're going to get the deed of trust. The deed of trust basically says if you don't pay, you don't stay. And they basically have 4 to 5 lien holders that they have to pay in order to keep the house. And lien holders are creditors that by law are able to take a home if you don't pay them. And so after they sign all those documents, it takes about 45 minutes. You'll be right next to them pitching a tent. Then the title closer gets up to make copies. And it's a perfect time for you to look at the buyer and just, really compliment them on having the American dream. Tell them to get a will. It's always a good idea to have a will in case something happens to you. Life's random, and you don't want the state determining where your property goes. They should go to Home Depot on the way home and get a soaker hose, S-O-A-K-E-R, soaker, not soka. It's called soaker. That's how it's spelled. You put it about 10 inches away from the foundation, and it provides moisture around the foundation because we have a lot of clay and caliche in the soil. And we need to water our foundation about every 3 days for 10 minutes in the evening, so it's not a shock to our soil when we have dry spells or when we have torrential downpours for 4 days. I also tell them that any letters they get from here on out, any letters that tell them they need to pay bills or pay something, to take a picture of it and text it to me to make sure that that's actually something that's legit. There is a homestead exemption that they'll file, but they have to be in the home on January 1st. There is a company that sends out a letter, looks like it's the state seal of Texas, but it's not, saying that for $95 they'll file the homestead exemption. And I just tell my buyers to put that in the trash because they'll be able to do that for free, and they can't do it until January 1st anyway. It's a perfect time to look at the buyer and just compliment them and tell them that you're honored that they allowed you to be in the trenches with them and advocate for them, and that you would do the same for any of their family and friends. Shake their hand, and once you part, maybe later that day, send them a quick text. Probably a video message. That's what I'm a big advocate of. That's the future of all marketing, is video messaging like this. It should account for about 95% of all global marketing next year. So you got to get on the boat and be comfortable speaking in front of a camera. And if you're not, it's like anything in life. You need to practice it. So that pretty much concludes working with a builder. It was a 5-part series, and it will be posted on my YouTube page, DHS Realty, and it will be put all over DHS Realty's social media. Y'all be safe and have a great weekend. Go get some.